He's a chunky choo-choo.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Takara MPG-06 masterpiece Gattai Kaen. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we have some nice images of Kaen, train mode, robot mode. Here's the heavy maneuver fighter. Cool. On this side we have Kaen, on this side we have Kaen. Up top, MPG. On the bottom, words, things, stuff that I cannot read. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. You also get the collector's cards, one for Kaen with some nice artwork there, and on the back, things that I cannot read, and text specs if that interests you. Hooray for cards. And we get a card for the combined mode itself, Train Bots Raiden, and on the back, again, things that I cannot read, and text specs if that interests you. Hooray for cards. So I went ahead and I ordered the MPG-06S version, so not only did I get this box, but I also got this box. Yes, we get a lovely gift set box here with the combined mode, nice artwork of the combined mode front and center, all 6 of the train bots prominently showcased there. Very nice box, nice. Good quality, hefty, sturdy box here. And now we have a lovely gift set box that we can store our other MPG Trainbot boxes in. Very nice. And there are some extra goodies we get with this as well, and we'll go through those as we continue on. And moving right along here, we have MPG Kaen, and this is the last component of Takara's first ever masterpiece combiner, Raiden. And here he is in train mode. He is packed in train mode, yay! But yeah, nice little choo-choo going on here. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. We got some nice detail up front. Of course, we have the little coupler right there. I don't know how well you can see it. There you go. We do have some letters, numbers right across the top there. You got some transparent plastic there for the headlights. Overall, some nice detail going on here. Some nice coloration. You can see the cockpit section there. Looking quite nice. Got that transparent plastic there for the windshield and the windows. Got little railings there. As well as on the back. I do like there's a little like molded chain across this section here. Also picked out in silver. Same thing up front here. A little bit of chain. It's picked out in silver. Nice little touch there. Overall, good looking choo-choo. There's the top, there's the bottom. It does have the rolling wheel, so it can roll as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here he is with Earthrise Prime, with MP44 Prime. So you can see how that works out. And here he is with the big ol' Moon Studio version. So you can see how that works out. Definitely a slight bit of a size difference here. And here we have all 6 of our train bots ready to roll, and they do look quite nice together. So, and there you go. And if you couple them all together, you're going to end up with about 5 feet of train going on here, and that's a lot of train. Now, as far as accessories go, we do get an optional front piece here for the train mode. A little Autobot symbol. It just makes them look a little bit more tune accurate. So we have that. We also have his blaster here. Well, this is part of his blaster anyway. The other 2 parts of his blaster are actually stored in the train mode. I'll show that off in a bit, and you could drop it also. That's something you can do. Here it is. But here's part of the blaster anyway. We'll show off the rest of it when we get to it. We also get a lightsaber. The handle done in black. The blade done in that lovely piss color. That's right, I said piss. It's just... it is! Come on! Anyway. So, got a nice little lightsaber there. We also get little connector pieces. We get this little stand connector for the train mode. we get a stand connector for the combine mode. And as always, with all these train bots, we do get a section of track right here. So we can just plop him down and he can choo-choo. As always, very tricky to actually get him on the tracks. But there it goes. Yay, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. Now, as far as this section of the gun goes, you just flip up the handle, and this will plug in right up front here. You just plug that in and push it up, and that stores right under there. And you can still roll, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. Now, as far as this piece goes, it's just a simple case of bringing this section down, and it just tabs in right there. Bring that back up, and voila, there you have that look going on. Now, the downside of this is that you do have to remove this for transformation, because this does get in the way of a hinge. So you do have to kind of parts form if you want this on, but hey, it's an option, and as always, options are good. Now, if you get the MPG-06S version, these are the extra goodies that you get. You get a display base here for the combine mode. You can use it for other things as well, but you can use it for the combine mode. That's what it's intended for. You also get 6 of these armatures for the tracks, so you can do the flying train gimmick. And you also get a new sword with a lovely silver chromed blade. The one you get standard has a transparent blue blade, but now you have a nice silver chromed blade. Hey, options, they're good. Why not? Dare I say, why not? So to do the flying train gimmick with Kaen, you need to open this back section up, and then you bring in this connector right here. It will slide into this slot right here. Slide that in, and then close that back up, and that is ready to go. And now we can use those armatures to have a whole fleet of flying trains. Hooray for flying trains. So that is basically it for the train mode. It's a good looking little choo-choo in my opinion. But let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's, not a bad spin. But let's get down to transformation. So to get him into robot mode, first thing we're going to do is take this section here, open it up, and this will just swing out to the side. Then you're going to come back here. Grab hold of this section, all this, and the wheel section is one piece, so just kind of grab it. It's on a double hinge. Just take it and pull it down, like so. Once you have done that, you're going to now rotate this up to the side, like that. That will allow you to now open this up. You want to open this section up as well. And actually want to rotate it all the way around so that we have the clearance to swing all of this out. Then you want to take this little bit here and flip that down so that's sitting flush right there. Then we can bring this section with the rail up and then close this up. You want to take these bits right here and just rotate them around, because that will keep the wheels from being on the ground, because these are going to be his feet. And then just bring that up, and you got that done. Next, you're going to take this section here and you're just going to basically just crack it down the middle and bring all this down. This is on multiple hinges, so make sure you bring all of it down, get it all out of your way. Once you have done that, now this section will open up. Open. There we go. Open that section up, and then this will just flip out, and oop, now you can see where the rest of the gun is stored. So the rest of the gun is stored right up in here. It's a little tab slot connection for it. It's not a very secure tab slot connection. It does kind of rattle around in there, but that's where the rest of that gun goes. And we'll just take that and put that off to the side. Once we've done that, close that up, and then we bring this down and around. Oh, first we need to flip in this little bit here. And then bring this around, and that will make the other foots. So you have that done. So at this point, we're going to do a lot of rotating here. So basically, we want to rotate this assembly down, rotate this leg around, so we have the clearance to rotate this assembly around, then take this and rotate this up like so. Once that is done, we're going to take the legs, rotate them back around, so that gunmetal gray section is now facing you. Rotate that around, and then bring the legs down. Be mindful there are 2 hinges that this hip bends at. You want to bend it in the innermost hinge. So just bring that down, and bring that down. Then you want to rotate the bottom half of his legs so they are facing forward. And there we go. We have all the rotating done. So now we're going to work on this section here. You can take this panel and just bring that down. You can bring that down for now. Open this panel up. Open this little panel up. And that will allow you to push his head up. Rotate that around. Close that panel up. And what you want to do here is you want to compress this hinge. Just bring it forward and down. And there's a tab right here that will go into this slot right there. So you just line that up and tab that in. So it's looking like that. Once that is done, you can open these chest pieces up, and then these pieces here on a slider, they will slide out, and then this panel will just swing to the back. Open the section up and slide that panel back. And that'll work on this section here. You want to bring this down, then you want to open this up, and that's why you have to remove this piece here, because otherwise you won't be able to open this up. And bring these rails out to the sides. Then we want to untab this, bring it up, split, and then just swing these sections out. They're on sliders as well, so just slide them out ever so slightly, and then you can bring this back down. Bring this back down. If you want to, you can attach this piece back on. You can do that. Things you can do if you want to do it. As always, options, they're good. Do what you want. And now we're going to compress all of this. We have this hinge here, so you want to compress this hinge in like that. And then we can collapse all of this up right here. And once we're here, we're going to swing the arm down at this hinge. And there's a little clip that will go into that slot right there. So just bring it down, line it up, and just clip that arm in. You can bring the arm down. Same thing here, just bring that down and clip that in and bring the arm down. We can also take these little rail pieces here and bring those forward. And we're at the home stretch here. You just extend his arms all the way. Then you want to bring his hands, and this is usually kind of tricky. I try to grab hold of his thumb and try to get it started, and then you get kind of a little notch in here you can kind of grab onto, and then turn the hand around. There we go. Like so. Second versus like the first. Extend that arm all the way. Try to get his hand extended. Again, I try to grab a hold of his thumb here. There we go. And then just rotate that around. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you go. There you have MPG Kaen in his robot mode. And I like him. I think he looks good. He's honestly my favorite figure of this set. But yeah, not a bad representation of how he looked on the show. Not too shabby. Not exact, but not bad. Not bad. But yeah, overall, I think he's my favorite of this set. He's just the most solid. He has the most solid robot mode. It's not a mess of panels. It just all comes together very nicely, very cleanly, very solidly. Little to no, really no fiddle factor at all. I mean, he just works very, very well. So yeah, he's my favorite of this set. But let's get in close here so we can take a look now at that chest, at the noggin. Whoop, noggin. There it is. But overall, nice head sculpt, nice bright blue there for the eyes. You got that black around the helmet. Overall, I think it looks good. You got some gunmetal gray in there. You got the orange on the belly. I love that he has little Autobot symbol tattoos there on his hands. Really, they're supposed to be here on this panel, but they put them on his hands. He does have weird thumbs, though. I don't like his thumbs because his thumb is a separate piece, and it just looks way too big to me. I don't know. I don't know. The thumb just seems, I don't know. Maybe it's not. It could just be me. I don't know. His thumbs just look weird to me. But we got the nice gunmetal gray there. For the skirt panels, got some big chunky legs, feeties, moving up the back. You got the train booty, where he's got the little combined mode, skirt panels kind of sticking out there, but it's okay. And the backpack that he's really supposed to have, so, oh no. As far as I'm concerned, not too shabby. Like I said, I think he's my favorite of the set. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? I'm going to tell you. So, the head can rotate, can do a full 360, and that's pretty much it. There's no wiggly-waggly, there's no real up and down here. The arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You got bicep rotation. It's a single-jointed elbow, but you get a nice range of movement out of it. You do have wrist rotation. Again, you got kind of his weird hands here with his weird thumb. The thumb is just on a hinge that moves forward and back, and the fingers just open at that hinge right there. You do not have waist rotation, unfortunately, just due to how all of this is connected. You can see his butt is connected to his backpack, and that just hinders any kind of waist rotation. He does have an ab crunch, though, due to transformation, so you get a bit of an ab crunch going on there. As far as legs, they can move forward that far, can move back about that far, outward. He can do the full splits. You totally engage those joints there. You do have thigh rotation. You have a slightly over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. As far as the feet, they can move up ever so slightly. They can move down a lot. There's no rotation, but you do have a good amount of ankle tiltage. As far as his blaster goes, it is made up of 3 pieces. Again, we have the main section here. Flip down the handle. Then you detach these 2 parts here. And this is the barrel. It is keyed a specific way, so it can only go on one way. So you plug that in, and plug this into the back, and there you have his little blaster. You can store the blaster on his person if you want. There is a slot right here on his butt. You use this tab, and you can just take the gun and just store it right back there. There's your storage. Hooray for storage. You can also, if you want, store the lightsaber. You can remove the blade, like so, and then you can just plug the handle onto his butt and have that stored. Hey, things you can do if you want to do it. And he can also wield his weapons, the blaster, the lightsaber. Why should Star Wars have all the fun? So he can pew pew, pew pew, and all of that good stuff right there. And he has slots on his forearms, so if you want to arm mount these weapons, you can totally do so. Again, why not? Dare I say, why not? And you can take the stand adapter, just plug it into his butt, and you can do your Trainbot's Rider kick. Here he is with Earthrise Prime, just so you can kind of get a sense of scale here. These guys are little, they're little guys. Here he is with MP-44, Optimus Prime. Here he is with the Moon Studios version, and yeah, the Moon Studios version is much, much bigger. And at long last, here we have the complete Trainbot team, and they look quite good together, and for the most part, you know, pretty solid set. My least favorite one is this guy right here. What's his name? Yukikaze. He's the worst one of the bunch because his legs are just a mess of panels that just do not like to stay together. He is the fiddliest one of the bunch. So yeah, this guy, least favorite. The rest of them, pretty solid. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to transformation again, shall we? I love how he pirouetted on his toe for a second there. That was actually legit impressive. Anyway, let's get down to transformation. Okay, so to get him into combined mode, first what we're going to do is transform his arms back. So rotate his hand in. Push that up, and push that up. Rotate the hand in, and slide that up, and compress all of that. Then you want to take these sections here, bring them back, unclip the arms, and just bring them up for now, and just swing all of this back, get it out of the way. You're going to take the chest sections here, flip these in. You want to take these panels, bring them in. You do want to compress these sections, but not all the way, just kind of part way. Like so. Undo this section here if it hasn't done it for you already, because we need to open this up, rotate his head, and now bring the head down, close that up, and close that up. And then just kind of extend all this and get it out of your way for now. So now we're going to rip his legs off, so just slide the bottom section of the leg forward and disengage. Slide that forward and disengage. Now you're going to bring the hip up. It will Now snap into place, and now you want to bring this section down on this hinge here. So just bring that down like that. So bring that up. You'll hear it. Just kind of snap into place, and then just bring this section down. Once you've done that, you're going to rotate the hips up so they are facing you like so. So what we're going to do now is this panel right here, just bring that forward as far as it'll go. Just compress that up, and this hinge here, you're going to push forward like that, and then this will all sit in here. And what's going to happen is you have a post that will go into this port right here, and you have a tab that will go into this slot right here. So this is a case of just kind of lining everything up. Again, make sure that little section stays out, and just kind of compressing everything, getting everything in position. And once you do, that side will peg in, this side will tab in. Right there. Again, you don't want this all the way out. You kind of want to hold this out so we can get all of this situated right there. Like so. There you go. You can just kind of compress it up a little bit. Compress this side up a little bit more. You don't want it fully compressed. You do want it out a little bit. And once that's done, you're going to bring the arm down. You want to bring it down on this hinge. So hold that in place. And you're going to have a little tab slot connection that happens right up in there. Just line it up and tab that in. And bring that down, line that up, and tab it in, and there we have that section all done. So now we're going to work on the leg chunks here. So we're going to start off with this one, and we're going to open this up, open this up. Just take this and just swing it back for now. You want to spin this around this a little bit. We're going to bring up, and now we're going to bring in these blasters here. And what you're going to do with this is you're going to flip up the handle, and you're going to flip up this little post here, like so. And you're going to plug this into this slot here, and you want it oriented like this. And that will just slide right in. Basically, this hinge, you want it facing you. Then just bring this up, and then we can bring this back in, and then close this back up, and bring this back down. And we have that side all done. And now for the other leg, just bring this down. Again, open this up, turn this around so you can flip this up. We're going to take the other blaster. This time you want it with the hinge facing away from you. Slide that in, bring that up. Slight bit of a clearance issue there. Just kind of pop it up over that little ridge there. And then close that up, bring that down, and there you have that section all done. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take these sections, and you have two tabs, two slots, and you just plug one onto one side. You want the wheel sections facing in. This one will go on the other side, like so. And there you go. There you have Kaen in his combined mode. And yeah, he's a crotch. He is a crotch. Got the short end of the stick there with this combination. He is the crotch. Him and Long Haul have a lot in common. But yeah, there you go. That's a crotch mode. That sure is a crotch mode. Got a little bit of a booty there. But hey, that's the crotch mode. And another thing we can do here is, and this isn't the instructions. Now granted, I never watched the show, so I don't know if this happened in the show. Either way, it doesn't make sense, but hey, thing you can do. But this is the connector for the combined mode, and this just clips in right here. It's a pretty tight clip too. Oops, things might come apart on you, but clip that on thusly, like that. Get it back together. And you can have flying crotch mode. Sure. So there you have Kaen, and yeah, he's definitely my favorite figure of this set. He's just the most solid of them all, really. Just a solid train mode, a solid robot mode. You're not fiddling around with a bunch of panels. It all just comes together just nice and cleanly. No fuss, no muss, and that's the way I like it. This is a case where I feel like they saved the best for last, you know? But yeah, definitely my favorite one of this set. So, in tomorrow's video, we will finally Gattai and combine all of these dudes to form Masterpiece Raiden. So stay tuned for that. So there you go. Now, if you would like this set for yourself, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Masterpiece Raiden playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Takara MPG-06 Masterpiece Gattai Kaen. And this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Oh man, that was a great workout. Hey Prime, why don't you get in a workout with me sometime? It'll do you some good. Oh please, I don't need to work out. I'm naturally the strongest Autobot here. No, really? Yeah, really. Catch! Ah! I wasn't ready! The strong should always be ready.